NBA2k23. What's happening, YouTube? This game is kind of useless, but the reason why we're playing it is because the only thing we could play is the Jordan's Challenge or the Manager mode or whatever it is. So we're going to be playing Jordan's Challenge. I did this for Kobe Bryant's game and I did his storyline. I've been wanting to do Jordan's, and I think I can figure it out on the Xbox, but it might take us a couple tries. It's gonna say your style. Oh. Oh. Jordan's Challenge. A star is.
Well, for Michael Jordan, his legendary stature begins here at the University of North Carolina. Interestingly enough, when Michael came into college, he wasn't thought of as going to be the savior to North Carolina. North Carolina was already #1 team in the nation. So all of a sudden he comes into this talented team where he could develop and learn his skills and learn his craft. And I think that was the best thing for him. The game between North Carolina and Georgetown. This game is so important because you have 3 top 75 players playing in this game. Patrick Ewing was probably the premier.
Later tonight, the Superdome will be celebrating a new national champion.
Fans, welcome to the Hall.
Welcome, everyone, to the Dome here in New Orleans. It's the 1982 National Championship game. The Georgetown Hoyas facing off with the North Carolina Tar Heels. With Clark Kellogg, Coach Mike Fratello, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Mike, both of these teams featuring incredible freshmen.
For North Carolina, guard Michael Jordan has been fantastic. Averaging about 13 points per game, shooting well over 50% from the field. Jordan is a big game player.
And for the Hoyas, Clark, the 7-foot freshman, Pat Ewing leads the way.
And you know what, Kevin, defensively, I don't know if I've seen anybody better than Ewing. Controls the paint, protects the rim, and you can be assured that Pat Ewing is going to make it tough for Carolina to score the ball inside.
And even as a freshman, he will have an impact on this game.
Yeah, I agree.
In the Hoyas backcourt, Sleepy Floyd and Roy Duncan, with John Nash and Harold McRae at the forward. And star Pat Ewing is the 5. For UNC, it's Adam Barnett and Michael Jordan at the guard spots. At forward, Craig Bacon and All-American James Worthy. And Sam Perkins is the center.
These schools' talented freshmen, they will have a lot to say about who wins tonight.
The pass to McRae. With the teardrop, Floyd, good. Floyd's got his second bucket of the night. Clark, Ewing, and Jordan, incredible freshman talents in different ways.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, Ewing's MO is to dominate the inside defensively, rebounding and blocking shot, rim protecting, scoring near the hoop. Jordan is looking to get his by shooting and slashing. Play lockdown perimeter D. Boy, it's a joy to watch both of these guys play, and I can't wait to see them get after it.
I can't wait either. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for North Carolina. 6-point game. Do not test Pat Ewing. Wow, try someone else.
The 7-footer Patrick Ewing in the mind of the Tar Heel shooters.
Clark and Mike, as we know, 2 big rule differences between the college and NBA game. No three-point line in NCAA basketball. And Clark, no shot clock as well.
Yeah, I think those rules, Kevin, favor teams that focus on the inside play. Guys like Pat Ewing. It also rewards those teams that are patient. Teams like UNC who are prone to play a delay game at times. Tell you what, I love the energy that Michael Jordan plays with because his energy is infectious. It gives his team energy, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Duncan outside. It's hauled in by the Tar Heels.
Why would he take that shot? No chance with that kind of look.
Beats me. Sometimes you just don't know what players are thinking.
Here's Floyd. Barnett covering. At the elbow, Ewing over Perkins. Here's McRae, and a good offensive ball, and he gets the bucket.
Effort is a skill, and one he possesses in abundance. Well, this UNC team, they're known for their delay game. Without a shot clock, they'll hold the ball late, which in turn will shorten the games.
And you know, Mike, that style's worked extremely well for them this season. North Carolina has won 15 straight games, and overall 31-2.
And a dream deferred. The Tar Heels back once again in this championship game. For more, let's go to our championship sideline reporter, David Older.
Thanks very much. When you think about North Carolina, they are seeking their first national title in 25 years. They've been so close so many times. 4 times they were national runners-up, including last year. Sam Perkins and James Worthy are back from that team. They each said they learned a lot from last year's run in the tournament. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And for the Tar Heels, Mike, tonight, the X Factor might be a freshman.
This Michael Jordan kid is special. He lives for these big moments. Told me he wished he could have played last year. Might have been a different result.
Stage doesn't seem too big for him, does it, Mike?
Never.
Nash with it. He feeds it to Duncan. He gets it in there. Duncan's got his second bucket.
You know, before this weekend, none of these guys have played in a dome. It's hard to shoot in these places, Clark.
Yeah, you know, I think sometimes, Mike, that's a tad overrated, but there's something to the fact that your depth perception is a little bit off. You can't really simulate what it's like in a dome. So I think you look for these teams to really attack and not settle for jump shots.
The Hoyas shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. Bailey's checked in for the Hoyas. Good on the second free throw. Tar Heels trail by 7. Right side Worthy. Perkins down low. Working on Green. Perkins on Ewing. That is a massive matchup tonight.
There are so many different ways for guys to stay in shape in the offseason. For Sam Perkins, how about this? He worked a construction job.
Perkins trying to add strength, and we'll see how much it helps in his battle with Pat Ewing down low.
And the Tar Heels call time here.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And so here now, North Carolina. They trail by 7. Green with a block. Now here comes Nash leading the break. And out of bounds, and the Tar Heels will take it. Here's Caldwell. Pass to Perkins. Jordan inside. And Michael Jordan is in the double figure. The freshman wants the spotlight, you can tell.
While older players like James Worthy might be the leader of UNC, youngster Michael Jordan is the fire of the Tar Heels.
And how unique is it? We don't often see a freshman Mike starting in the national championship game. Jordan certainly a guy to keep an eye on. He's an incredible athlete and a tremendous competitor.
Jordan inside. Down low. Rebounded by Bailey. Hoyas leading by 7. Nash the pass to Floyd. There's the drive. Here's Bailey. Ewing trying to get open. Bailey misses. Jordan down low. 10 points for him. Here's Perkins. Great defense that time from Ewing. Now Nash unloads from 9, and he nails the jumper. Nash has got 5.
Floyd, a willing passer and a nice feed that time. Very popular as Sleepy in the Hoyas locker room.
The conference freshman of the year, guard Michael Jordan, appears headed to the slaughter.
And Ewing sends it back. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Bailey. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for North Carolina. 9-point game. It's hauled in by the Hoyas. Ewing's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And young Michael Jordan, born in Brooklyn. Clark, he grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina.
And Kevin, it's well chronicled, but Jordan didn't make his varsity basketball team until he was a junior. It's an indication of how everybody's journey to development is different. Michael used that slight, though, as fuel becoming a high school All-American. Michael Jordan, one to keep tabs on as his career progresses. He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
And the Hoyas making the change here. Duncan's checked in. Tar Heels trail by 11.
Playing in his final game at Georgetown, senior guard Eric Sleepy Floyd with just about 2,300 career points. Floyd is the all-time leader in Hoyas basketball history.
Here's Floyd. Barnett covering. Pass to Floyd. Feeds it to Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hoyas. And Clark, the man they call Sleepy. Floyd is 6'3", and some kind of excitement for the Hoyas.
Love the way he plays with such flair and enthusiasm and energy. He's the focal point of the Georgetown attack, and I really expect Sleepy Floyd to be a first-round draft pick in the upcoming NBA draft.
He is a dynamo for sure.
Yep.
Duncan outside, wide open, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Duncan's got 6 points.
Well, we know he's got great peripheral and court vision, and he's passing the ball tonight extremely well.
Yeah, he's keeping everyone involved and making life much easier for his teammates.
Georgetown center Pat Ewing, the 7-foot freshman sensation, was born in Jamaica. Played lots of soccer and cricket as a youngster. His family moved to Boston for high school, and the rest is history.
No good from Jordan. Hoyas leading by 13. Ewing outside. Back to Duncan. Stewart against Nash. Dishes it to Green. And Jordan sends it back.
Jordan just doesn't block your shot. He does it with intent. Ferocious competitor.
Here's Worthy, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance. It's here for him. And naturally, coach, when the Ewings moved to Boston, Pat picked up the game of basketball.
Boy, did he ever. Becoming one of the most sought-after recruits ever. Pat visited a few schools, including North Carolina, but Ewing picked Georgetown.
Yeah, I think you like Big John Thompson, didn't you? McCrae's checked in for Green. McCrae, good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 5 assists in the game.
Stay aggressive. I don't ever like to see teams pump the brakes when they've got the lead. Stay aggressive, attack, a fantastic way to pad your cushion.
Absolutely. You know a run is coming.
Mike, another game for Pat Ewing with a major impact in the lane, down low and in front of the rim.
It's not just the 7-foot size of Ewing, it's his fire. He welcomes the challenge of this talented North Carolina team.
Great observation.
Don't underestimate Jordan just because he's a freshman. He plays with real determination out there.
Well, Gastonia, North Carolina, a small town of less than 50,000 people, features 2 stars in tonight's title game. David Aldridge has more.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Now, James Worthy of North Carolina and Sleepy Floyd of Georgetown both hail from Gastonia. While they grew up going to church together, they went to rival high schools. Despite James being highly recruited and Floyd going under the radar, it was Sleepy's Hunter Hess High that got the better of James's Ashbrook in the 1977 state title game.
David, that is a great story and very interesting. Thank you very much. Hey, Mike, they say Gastonia, North Carolina, pretty much shut down tonight, all glued to the game.
You are correct. Everyone in that town is watching this game. Worthy with a chance to avenge the state title loss with a national title win.
Wouldn't that be something? And the Tar Heels making a change here. Bacon's checked in. Mike, when we take a look at on the court, so much talent out there right in front of us on the floor.
Kevin, there are at least 5 bona fide NBA players in this game. Ewing, Jordan, Perkins, Floyd, Worthy. A star-studded championship game.
Bailey is checked in for the Hoyas.
At the free throw line, Pat Ewing is solid. Good mechanics. I think he can get even better.
Hoyas leading by 13. To the middle, here's Bailey, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Very little resistance right there.
Yeah, you see why they're down, huh? Wow.
Has to be better on the defensive end. Can't allow dunks.
No good from Perkins. Now the Hoyas with it. Here's Nash. He can't get that one to fall. Adams, some nice D. Nash has gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. Perkins with the bucket.
Perkins showing you some really impressive strength, crashing through the contact to finish it inside.
Passes it to Bailey. Looking for Ewing, he gets it there. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Tell you what, that one felt like more than 2 points. Ewing shaking the floor, firing up his Hoya teammates.
Bacon gets the bucket. Bacon's got his first basket. There's 37 seconds left here in the first half. Nash kicks to Weber. Nash with no one around. They get the rebound. And then Ewing with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Ewing can make short work of these plays. Grabs the ball and sends it back.
Here's Worthy. Makes it off the glass. Worthy's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Let's credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now, here's Weber. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. With 4 seconds on the clock, here's Ewing. They can't stop Ewing around the bucket.
And just a shade under 7 feet tall. Really hard to cover Ewing in space.
And so it's the Georgetown Hoyas. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. The streets of New Orleans, a city with so much history. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, coming to you live from New Orleans, North Carolina, and Georgetown. Tonight, we'll crown a champion.
During this year's NCAA tournament, North Carolina is shooting over 75% in second halves. Some tremendous post-halftime play.
We've got Barnett, Worthy out there with Bacon, and it's Perkins, and it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second half for Art Graham. Duncan drawing the double team. Here's Floyd in his last game for the Hoyas. Sleepy Floyd is hoping to lead his school to a title.
Sweet stroke. That's going to take Floyd a long way at the next level.
And Jordan has gotten to 16, passing his season average.
In this huge game, Michael Jordan is stepping into the spotlight.
The shot by Duncan, nobody around. And they'll get another chance. And out of bounds, and the Tar Heels will take it. Nash is checked in for the Hoyas.
Substitution on the court.
Tar Heels trail by 13. Barnett passes to Jordan. Ewing gets the rebound. Ewing's got 11 rebounds in the game. In the tournament, Clark, the Tar Heels over 75% after the break. How have they shot it so well?
There are a number of factors, Kevin, but I think one of the primary ones is patience. UNC has that stall game, if you will. They're looking for the best shot, and they wait for the right shot. The experience of James Worthy, I think, helps them with that as well.
Helps them a lot. The Tar Heels with another miss.
Again and again, Ewing owning the glass. A major factor tonight.
Here's Nash. Again, Georgetown.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
Born in Washington, D.C., John Thompson is the perfect head coach for Georgetown. Big John was a great player back in his day. Backed up Bill Russell for 2 years with the Boston Celtics.
Green, he's checked in for McCray. Floyd passes to Ewing. Outside, Green. It's Ewing that time on the assist by Green. 16 points for Patrick Ewing. Big John Thompson patrolling the sidelines. Clark for the Hoyas. What makes him such a great coach?
Well, the players love, but they also respect him greatly. You marvel at what he's done at Georgetown. He's really built that program into a perennial power. Prior to his arrival in 1972, it was a perennial losing program. He's got the Hoyas right on the precipice of a championship tonight.
He does indeed. The Hoyas shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. A free throw off from Ewing. Tar Heels trail by 19. Stolen by Ewing.
In last year's title game in Philadelphia, North Carolina dropped it to Isaiah Thomas and Indiana 63-50. A bitter pill for sure for these Tar Heels.
Knocked loose. Here's Worthy, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Patrick Ewing.
Strong take by the All-American James Worthy.
And North Carolina, Mike, dropping last year's NCAA championship game.
It's a huge motivating factor for their returners. Guys like James Worthy, Sam Perkins. They said that loss fueled them during off-season workouts.
Those are terrific college basketball players. And the Hoyas making a change here. Davis is checked in.
You know, we'll see how Worthy deals with being at the line with the championship hanging in the balance, tongue-in-cheek. Not too much pressure. You know, I don't care what your lead is or how many points you're up. I think you should always be looking to add to it. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive move right at the rim. Driving another nail into that coffin.
Mike, for each school, a chance to make some history tonight.
Georgetown looking for their first national title. UNC, they haven't won it all in 25 years.
Worthy the pass to Perkins. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Floyd. He's got 6. Duncan outside near the three-point line. It's Nash. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's 9 points for Nash. Jordan against Duncan. Jordan kicks to Perkins. Got a piece of it. Worthy down low. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Jordan. Basket is good. The assist from Worthy. Jordan's got 18 points in the game.
This is a sign of experience. Worthy knows when to hand it off to a more open guy.
There's a pass to Floyd. The shot by Duncan. Rebound, North Carolina.
I seriously doubt that was the shot that they were looking for right there.
And the defense wants those type of shots. He played right into it.
Worthy with the bucket. He's got 9. Like when it comes to shooting, so far, so good for North Carolina in the second half.
They're executing their offense well. Getting great looks against a stiff Georgetown defense. Teams love hammering the ball inside and getting easy looks.
Pass to Bacon. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Barnett against Nash. And they call an illegal screen here.
You know, I admit there is a little bit of a gray area when it comes to setting screens, but that one was pretty clear-cut to me.
Yeah. Gotta have your feet set. He didn't. Easy call for the officials.
Weber, he's checked in for Nash. Tar Heels trail by 21. Perkins trying to break loose. How big has Jordan been for North Carolina? Up to the 20-point mark, ready for the moment. Pass to Weber. And here's Duncan. It's hauled in by the Tar Heel. Perkins got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Barnett. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night.
A frustrating night for the Tar Heels, being forced into tough, bad shots by Georgetown. The Hoyas certainly playing championship defense right now.
Green draws the double. Here's Davis. Goes up again, and Green with the lay-in.
Georgetown trying to get their first national title. This is a program that missed the NCAAs for 32 straight years. Just their 2nd ever appearance in the Final Four.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Georgetown. Releases. And that one goes long. Tar Heels trail by 21. And unlike North Carolina, Georgetown was not considered a blue blood in college hoops.
No, I tell you what, that changed though, Kevin, when John Thompson got hired 11 years ago.
It did.
Yeah, Georgetown was considered a small hoop school. Now, they are a premier program. A title would cement them amongst the nation's best.
Their recruiting has been terrific. There's Bacon. Once again, UNC shooting the lights out in the second half.
When North Carolina has a big like Perkins getting an assist, that shows you how well they move the ball.
Here's Floyd on the wing, Green. Perkins pulls it in. Green's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Caldwell. Off with the layup. Hoyas leading by 17. The feed now to Green. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
Harry Green.
Duncan's got his 3rd assist on the night.
With no one getting in his way, he goes for the easy money. Excellent play.
Passes it to Caldwell. To the paint. The Hoyas with the steal. They've racked up a few of those already. To the inside. Jordan with the steal. There's Bacon. This entire tournament, North Carolina has been outstanding executing in the second half.
Boy, Jordan just sees everything. Great awareness, and he makes quick decisions.
Duncan surveying the D. The pass to Davis. Tries it from 9. Again, Georgetown.
Roy Davis.
Tar Heels trail by 19. Pass to Caldwell. Count the basket. Caldwell's got his first points of the night. This offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Everybody sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you really hard to defend.
Weber gets the bucket.
This is why coaches preach ball movement. It keeps everyone engaged.
Jordan high post. Duncan on him. Jordan down low. Covered by Duncan. Off on the layup. Hoyas leading by 19 points. Pass to Weber. Duncan outside. Passes to Floyd. Outside, Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Greg Bacon at the line for 2.
And the Tar Heels making a change here. Worthy's checked in. The Hoyas also changing it up. Ewing comes in for Green, and Nash is subbed in for Weber. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Tar Heels trail by 20. Here's Bacon. Worthy the pass to Perkins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Patrick Ewing.
With long arms, it's hard not to get physical with Perkins, and so he draws a good foul.
And the free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. Hoyas leading by 20. Nash outside. He feeds it to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Bacon. And North Carolina with another miss. 1:49 left in the second half of basketball. Duncan outside. The pass. To Nash. He's feeling it. It's Ewing that time, and the assist by Nash. Nash has got assist number 8 now on the night.
This young man can carry the load for you offensively, and he can do it all night.
Looking to end the run, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Floyd. Dishes it to Ewing. Top of the key, Duncan. All sorts of time. That's good, and Ewing with the assist.
This run, it's a haymaker, a knockout punch.
I think this run has sealed the game. Guys, where are we going to dinner?
Perkins trying to break loose. A nice shot by Jordan.
Getting the shot to go despite the contact, that's a tough move by Jordan.
Nash outside. championship in the Superdome. Hi, everyone. Welcome to New Orleans and the 1982 NCAA championship game, featuring the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Georgetown Hoyas. Mike Fratello, both these schools hungry for a national title.
For Big John Thompson in Georgetown, this would be their first ever national championship. A chance for Sleepy Floyd, Patrick Ewing and company to go down in history.
And on the other side for North Carolina, this would be their first title, Clark, since 1957.
Well, they have had a few second-place finishes, including last year. Since that 57 championship, the Tar Heels really looking to get over the hump. They're hoping James Worthy and Michael Jordan can lead the way.
And if any guys can do it, Clark, it's those two right there.
I'd hang my hat on those two.
In the Hoyas backcourt, Sleepy Floyd and Roy Duncan, with John Nash and Harold McRae at the forward. And star Pat Ewing is the 5. For UNC, it's Adam Barnett and Michael Jordan at the guard spots. At forward, Craig Bacon and All-American James Worthy. And Sam Perkins is the center.
These schools' talented freshmen, they will have a lot to say about who wins tonight.
Plenty of game left, but that, I think, is a good omen for him.
I agree. When you hit a mid-range J, it opens the rest of the floor.
And without question, it's a packed house. For more, let's go now to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. They are expecting upwards of 60,000 people tonight in the New Orleans Dome. This is just the second title game ever played in a dome. Both teams were concerned about depth perception with shooting in a huge building. In the semifinals 2 days ago, both teams shot under their season averages. We'll see how they adjust tonight. Kevin?
Will indeed. Thank you, D.A. This is the first title game in a dome in 11 years. Clark, Ewing, and Jordan, incredible freshman talents in different ways.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, Ewing's MO is to dominate the inside defensively, rebounding and blocking shots, rim protecting, scoring near the hoop. Jordan is looking to get his by shooting and slashing. Play lockdown perimeter deep. Boy, it's a joy to watch both of these guys play, and I can't wait to see them get after it.
I can't wait either. Ball's knocked loose. The pressure D of Georgetown forcing a turnover. That's going to be a key tonight. Duncan, the pass to McRae. A miss that time would have put him up. Clark and Mike, as we know, two big rule differences between the college and NBA game. No three-point line in NCAA basketball. And Clark, no shot clock as well.
Yeah, I think those rules, Kevin, favor teams that focus on the inside play. Guys like Pat Ewing. It also rewards those teams that are patient. Teams like UNC, who are prone to play a delay game at times.
The Hoyas shooting their first foul shot of the night. Free throw, no good for Nash. Worthy, the pass to Bacon. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Exactly the play you expect from Worthy in a high-stakes game. I mean, giving everything he has and able to get the and one chance as a result.
Green, he's checked in for McRae. Jordan against Duncan. Lets it fly. Again, Georgetown. Here's Barnett. Right side, Jordan. Michael Jordan, what a leaper!
Flying high, Jordan levitates.
Here's Floyd.
Well, this UNC team, they're known for their delay game. Without the shot clock, they'll hold the ball late, which in turn will shorten the games. And
you know, Mike, that style's worked extremely well for them this season. North Carolina has won 15 straight games and overall 31-2.
A rare jumper for Ewing. Pat normally operates within 5 feet.
Here's Jordan. Do not test Pat Ewing. Wow, try someone else.
The 7-footer Patrick Ewing in the mind of the Tar Heel shooters.
Here's Duncan. Perkins pulls it in. The Tar Heels trailing As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, because Worthy is always a threat to score, puts the defense in a tough spot, and that time the D overzealous and committed the foul in the act.
And the Hoyas with some changes. Bailey, he's checked in for Duncan. And it's Weber in for Floyd. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Hoyas. Bailey misses.
And people will say he shouldn't take that mid-range look, but he had the space and is capable of making it.
Bacon. And the rebound goes to Nash.
You know, before this weekend, none of these guys have played in a dome. It's hard to shoot in these places, Clark.
Yeah, you know, I think sometimes, Mike, that's a tad overrated, but there is something to the fact that your depth perception is a little bit off. You can't really simulate what it's like in a dome. So I think you look for these teams to really attack and not settle for jump shots.
Adams, he's checked in for North Carolina. Inside. Here's Nash. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Fighting to keep the play going, grabbing the board and sending it right back.
Jordan inside. Defended by Nash. Jordan can't get it to go. Hoyas leading by 4. Here's Bailey. He feeds it to Nash. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Timeout called. The Tar Heels.
Coach not pleased with this run at all. I like the timeout right here.
Yeah, they need a minute to catch their breath here, because right now, the opposition is running all over them.
Nash has gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Jordan against Nash. Jordan can't get it to go. Nash outside. To the wing on the left. Adams against Weber. And the wide open shot from Green. It's hauled in by the Tar Heels. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Ewing. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by the Hoyas. Nash has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ewing inside. He's against Perkins. The 8-footer. And Ewing with the nice inside bucket. Ewing's got his second basket of the night.
Playing in his final game at Georgetown, senior guard Eric Sleepy Floyd with just about 2,300 career points. Floyd is the all-time leader in Hoyas basketball history.
Love the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball, inside and outside action.
Pass to Green. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. Green's out for the Hoyas. And Clark, the man they...
Draft.
He is a dynamo for sure.
Yeah.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Hoyas. Floyd comes in for Weber. And it's slammed in by Perkins.
Open lane leads to an easy jam for Perkins.
Hoyas leading by 8. Ewing left side. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Tell you what, that one felt like more than 2 points. Ewing shaking the floor, firing up his Hoya teammates.
The conference freshman of the year, guard Michael Jordan appears headed to starter.
Davis is checked in for the Hoyas. Now, the Hoyas with it. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And young Michael Jordan, born in Brooklyn. Clark, he grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina.
And Kevin is well chronicled, but Jordan didn't make his varsity basketball team until he was a junior. It's an indication of how everybody's journey to development is different. Michael used that slight, though, as fuel becoming a high school All-American. Michael Jordan, one to keep tabs on as his career progresses.
Floyd passes to Nash. To the middle, here's Davis. Perkins pulls it in. And it's North Carolina's ball. It's a 10-point game.
Georgetown center Pat Ewing, the 7-foot freshman sensation, was born in Jamaica. played lots of soccer and cricket as a youngster. His family moved to Boston for high school, and the rest is history.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Tar Heels call time here. Well, these timeouts so big for these players to collect themselves. Drink some Gatorade. Hydrate. Get that little bit of rest.
It's so important to have the energy in the fourth quarter. And that starts with timeouts like this. Making sure you get your fluids, because you know you'll lose pounds of water weight during a game.
Jordan against Duncan. Perkins trying to break loose. Jordan's shot is off. And naturally, Coach, when the Ewings moved to Boston, Pat picked up a game of basketball.
Boy, did he ever. Becoming one of the most sought-after recruits ever. Pat visited a few schools, including North Carolina, but Ewing picked Georgetown.
Yeah, I think he liked Big John Thompson, didn't he? Pass to Perkins. Here's Barnett. Banked in off the glass. Barnett's got his first bucket of the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Perkins against Ewing. Trying to get open as Davis. Ewing misses. Mike, when we take a look out on the court, so much talent out there right in front of us on the floor.
Kevin, there are at least 5 bona fide NBA players in this game. Ewing, Jordan, Perkins, Floyd, Worthy. A star-studded championship game.
Here's Nash. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
So easy for Ewing to get to the rim. In a championship game, you just can't leave that open for him.
Well, Gastonia, North Carolina, a small town of less than 50,000 people, features 2 stars in tonight's title game. David Aldridge has more.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Now, James Worthy of North Carolina and Sleepy Floyd of Georgetown both hail from Gastonia. While they grew up going to church together, they went to rival high schools. Despite James being highly recruited and Floyd going under the radar, it was Sleepy's Hunter Hess High that got the better of James's Ashbrook in the 1977 state title game.
David, that is a great story and very interesting. Thank you very much. Hey, Mike, they say Gastonia, North Carolina, pretty much shut down tonight, all glued to the game.
You are correct. Everyone in that town is watching this game. Worthy with a chance to avenge the state title loss with a national title win.
Wouldn't that be something?
That's how you play big. Ewing just brushing off that contact. That's what you want to see out of this center.
The Tar Heels shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. And the Tar Heels making a change here. Worthy's checked in. And the Hoyas making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Hoyas leading by 11. Duncan outside. And there's the pass to Bailey. Back to Duncan. No one near him. Bailey misses.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Here's Perkins. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Perkins got his second basket of the night. Floyd passes to Duncan. Feeds to Ewing. That one is good again. He sits straight from the floor with the basket.
Inside, Ewing has the advantage against the Tar Heels. He's got height, reach, hard to cut him off.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jordan. The rebound by Ewing. Ewing's got 6 rebounds in the game. Duncan right side. Wide open look. It's hauled in by the Tar Heels.
I think there's way more they could have done there to try and open something up, get something a little better.
Yeah, they settled for a poor shot when they didn't have to.
Pass to Perkins. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. The Hoyas have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far. That's good from Green. So he gets them both. 12 seconds left here in the first half of basketball. Here's Jordan. That one's rebounded by McRae. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the single bonus, so they'll have 1-1 right now and that chance at the line. The Hoyas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Both shots good from the stripe. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Plays with so much ferocity, erasing that size mismatch clearly.
He won't be bullied in there regardless of the height disadvantage.
And so it's the Georgetown Hoyas looking at a third. And as dusk descends over the French Quarter here in New Orleans, Louisiana, we're ready to go with the second half. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, coming to you live from New Orleans, North Carolina, and Georgetown. Tonight, we'll crown a champion.
During this year's NCAA tournament, North Carolina is shooting over 75% in second halves. Some tremendous post-halftime play.
And on the floor for John Thompson as we get set for the second half. We've got McRae. Boyd out there with Duncan. Then it's Nash. And it's Ewing in at the 5 down low. Here's Jordan. And he uses the pass on the layup. Jordan's got 12 points in the game. In the tournament, Clark, the Tar Heels over 75% after the break. How have they shot it so well?
There are a number of factors, Kevin, but I think one of the primary ones is patience. UNC has that stall game, if you will. They're looking for the best shot, and they wait for the right shot. The experience of James Worthy, I think, helps them with that as well.
Helps them a lot.
And he's trying to carry this offense, but he can't do it alone. His guys need to help him.
Near the three-point line, it's Nash. Offensive rebound. They can't stop Ewing around the bucket.
At 7 feet tall, Ewing can make short work of these plays. Grabs the ball and sends it back. In last year's title game in Philadelphia, North Carolina dropped it to Isaiah Thomas and Indiana 63-50. A bitter pill for sure for these Tar Heels.
In his last game for the Hoyas, Sleepy Boyd is hoping to lead his school to a title. Tar Heels trail by 15. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And so it looks like North Carolina will retain possession here. And so here now, North Carolina. Worthy down low. He's got 8. Here's Perkins.
Hard to get around Ewing now. He's long and lanky and hungry to block shots.
Duncan, the pass to Floyd. Nash up on top. Now here's Duncan. Here's McRae. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Nice work, and they are getting it done at both ends.
And building on this lead. They played a pretty complete game.
And North Carolina, Mike, dropping last year's NCAA championship game.
It's a huge motivating factor for their returners. Guys like James Worthy, Sam Perkins. They said that loss fueled them during off-season workouts.
Perkins pulled Nash outside. Pass to Ewing. Here's McRae. Uncovered. Good. And it's Ewing with the assist that time.
Assist.
McRae's got 10. Mike, for each school, a chance to make some history tonight.
Georgetown looking for their first national title. UNC, they haven't won it all in 25 years.
Hoyas leading by 15. Back to Nash. Down low. And then Ewing with the jam.
Pat Ewing carrying the load for the Hoyas, stepping up on the biggest stage.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for North Carolina. That shot off the mark. Excellent defense there from Ewing.